Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the topic problems faced by women entrepreneur. Before that, I am Dr.A.Josephine Stella, Assistant Professor of Commerce Computer Applications, SFR College for Women, Sivagasi. The learning objectives of problems faced by women entrepreneurs. Number 1, to understand the concept of women entrepreneur, to know the challenges faced by the women entrepreneur, to find the measures to overcome the problems of women entrepreneur. Introduction. Entrepreneurship is a fundamental role in the development of any society. Improvement of women entrepreneurship culture and qualitative business services are the important requirements for modern development. Indian women is changing and they are fast emerging as potential entrepreneurs. Women companies are fast growing economies in almost all countries. Skills, knowledge and adaptability of the economy led to a major reason for women in business. Meaning, women entrepreneur means the women or a group of women who initiate, organize and operate a business enterprise. Women entrepreneurs have taken initiative in promoting and running an enterprise by having controlling interest in that particular enterprise. Ruhani J. Allies defined the term women entrepreneurship, which means based on women participation in equity and employment of a business enterprise. Problems of women entrepreneurship. There are many problems they face during the whole process of running and handling a business alone and independently. These problems of women entrepreneurship are not easy to tackle. The problems are stiff competition, low risk bearing, male dominance, lack of education, finance issues, raw material, limited mobility and family ties. The first problem is problem of finance. Finance is regarded as lifeblood for every business. The business is big or small. However, women entrepreneurs suffer from shortage of finance on two counts. Firstly, women do not generally have property on their own names to use them as a collateral for obtaining funds from external sources. Thus, their access to the external sources of fund is very limited. Secondly, the bank also consider women are less credit worthy people and it discourage women borrowers on the belief that they can at any time leave their business. Such a situation, women entrepreneurs are bound to rely on their own savings, if any loans from friends and relatives who are expectedly meager and negligible. Thus, women enterprises fail due to the shortage of finance. The second problem is scarcity of raw material. Women entrepreneurs find it very difficult to obtain raw materials and other necessary inputs for their business. Added to this are the high prices of raw material on the one hand and getting the required raw material at the minimum discount on the other hand. The next problem is stiff competition. Women entrepreneurs do not have organizational setup. They force in a lot of money for canvassing and advertisement. Thus, they have to face a stiff competition for marketing their products with both organized sector and their male counterparts. Such a competition ultimately result in insolvency of women enterprises. Next one is limited mobility. Unlike men, women mobility in India is highly limited due to various reasons. No business can grow or flourish by staying in one place. There are newer markets to explore, stakeholders to meet in different regions, and other work-related issues for which traveling becomes more essential. Many women entrepreneurs are unable to travel to different cities or country as they are restricted by their own family members. The situation of the Indian cities, environment and inability to drive vehicles are some of the main causes in limited mobility problem. The next problem is family ties. In India, it is mainly a woman's duty to look after the children and other members of the family. Man plays a secondary role only. In case of married women, she has to strike a fine balance between her business and family. Her total involvement in family leaves little or no energy and time to devote for business. Support and approval of husbands seem necessary condition for women's entry into business. Accordingly, the educational level and family background of husbands positively influence women's entry into business activities. The next problem is lack of education. In India, around 3/5 of women are still illiterate. Illiteracy is the root cause of socio-economic problems for women. Due to the lack of education and that too qualitative education, women are not aware of business, technology and market knowledge. Also, lack of education causes low achievement motivation among women. Thus, lack of education creates one type or other problems for women in the setting up and running of business enterprises successfully. Next one is male dominated society. Male chauvinism is still the order of the day in India. The Constitution of India speaks of equality between sexes, but in practice, women are looked upon as weak in all aspects. Women suffer from male reservations about a woman's role, ability, and capacity and are treated accordingly. In nutshell, in the male-dominated Indian society, women are not treated equal to men. This in turn, it serves as a barrier to women entry into business. The next issue is low risk bearing ability. Women in India lead a protected life. They are less educated and economically not self-dependent. All these reduce their ability to bear risk involved in running an enterprise. Risk bearing is an essential requisite of a successful entrepreneur. In addition to the above problems, inadequate infrastructural facilities, shortage of power, high cost of production, social attitude, and low need for achievement and socio-economic constraints also hold the women back from entering into business. These are all the problems of women entrepreneurs. Let us see how to overcome the problems of women entrepreneurs. Training has to be given to women who are all still reluctant to take up the entrepreneurial task. Women require assistance in selection of machinery and technology. For female entrepreneurs, creating finance cells will act as a remedy to solve their all problems. Published women entrepreneur related articles and journals. Conclusion. In the modern era of globalization and liberalization, a revolutionized method has been invented in our country with which the women population is being given more importance. Due to constant increase in the cost of living, it has become essential for women to engage themselves in economic activities to stand as a support to their families. They have proved themselves in not only various job areas but have also taken a bold step of invading the forbidden land of entrepreneurship. Women have been acting as true entrepreneurs, taking risk, managing resources, and accepting all challenges to gain economic independence and establish their strong position in the society. Thank you.